Hi everybody! Today we're going to be showing you how you can use your North Greenbush Public Library card or your Upper Hudson Library System card to access the Libby app to download ebooks, audiobooks, and magazines for free. The Libby app works on both Android and iOS, and you can also access it from your desktop computer. Now, I am going to be using the desktop version to show you around Libby, but if you are using your smartphone or your tablet with the Libby app, you'll just open the app instead of going to the website first. Everything else will look and function exactly the same. So from the desktop, the first thing we need to do is go to the Libby app website, which is just www.libbyapp.com. And the first question that will pop up for us is, do you have a library card? Yes, we do. If this is your first time using the Libby app, you can connect your library card by clicking on I'll search for a library. And then enter in North Greenbush Public Library and hit enter. And you'll see the Upper Hudson Library System will come up with the North Greenbush Public Library as your search option. Just click on the red box to select the library. And then since you already have a library card, you can enter your library account details. When it asks for your card number, you'll just want to input the barcode number from the back of your library card. Now this is showing us your Libby library card, and you can see that you can have up to 10 items checked out on Libby at a time, and you can request up to 14 items on hold at any time. Now this is your Libby welcome page. You have the option at the top to search for a book. If you'd rather browse, you can scroll down and see what's available for magazines and some recommended titles. You can click by what's new in books or audiobooks, what's popular, what's available now that you won't have to wait for. There's also some options given, chosen by the Upper Hudson librarians, and some general search options. Now, if you want to narrow down your preferences, at the top you can click on the preferences option to the left-hand side and use any of these filters to narrow down what you're going to be looking for in the Libby app. If you click on the audience, you can then choose to narrow down for just children's books, young adult books, or your general content or mature content. Also, if you would rather receive just audiobooks or books, you can use the format option. Or if you had a different language that you were looking for, you could also narrow here. Now, if you know what title you're looking for, the easiest thing to do is to just search for the book from the top left. I'm going to say that we are looking for The Hunger Games. And you can see we've got quite a few options coming up. Notice right away, if you see this audio mark with the earbuds underneath, this means that this is for an audiobook. If there's nothing underneath, this is going to be an ebook that you can download to your smartphone or mobile device or your desktop. In my case, I've already recently requested the newest Hunger Games book, the prequel that just came out, The Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes. So you'll see that this is already on my hold shelf. Now, if I wanted to borrow this audiobook version of the original Hunger Games, I can just click on Borrow. And then it'll confirm I am borrowing The Hunger Games for 14 days. And I can simply click Borrow. And now this item is going to go to my shelf. At the bottom of your screen, you'll either see Library or Shelf. You can always access your shelf at any time by just clicking on this little shelf link on the bottom right. Now, if I wanted to, I could open the audiobook here and start listening. I can also manage my loan and either return it early or if it's getting close to my due date, I can request to renew. Now, if I wanted to keep searching for some other options, I can go back to the library and search for other ones. Now, some of these you'll notice it says place hold. That means that we're not going to be available right now to immediately hear or read these books. But if I wanted to request it, I can click on place hold, and then I'll have an option to come up to place a hold. This title says that it should be ready in about 2 weeks. So if we place the hold now, we'll expect to have the notification come up telling us in about 2 weeks that this book is ready for us to read. Now I'm going to place the hold so you can see how this is going to look. And you'll see it says it's been placed on hold. And we do have the option to read a sample right away. And this will give us, in this case, it'll give us up to 6 pages of the book that we can start reading. Just read your book by swiping to the left to move forward. And we can read through. And then if we wanted to ever put a bookmark, click on a bookmark, we can easily access this page again. Now, if you do stop reading here and close out of the app, the Libby app is going to automatically remember where you left off in the book, and it will take you back to the same page the next time you open that book. Now, if we click the back option, it will bring us back to our search. We can click here back to the library option to come back to our home screen, where we can again browse and see what would be available. Now, you can have multiple books or magazines out, and you can read from multiple books or magazines at the same time. That is not a problem. Now, if I see a quick article in here that I want to read, I can borrow the magazine. And I'm going to open the magazine. And I can flip through, read whatever article it is that I'm interested in reading. And then once I'm finished reading it, I can simply click back and then go to my shelf, and I can return this item as soon as I'm done. Now, if you have items that you're waiting for on hold and you're trying to remember what you've got there on your shelf, you can click on holds and you'll see whatever you've got requested. You can check the status of how long it is until you can expect to receive it. And if you've changed your mind about any of these items, you can also click on Manage Hold, and you'll have the option to suspend the hold, which will just kind of put it on pause for a little while, or you can cancel the hold altogether. And then again, if you are looking to keep searching for more items to read or magazines to browse through, simply click back on the library. And if you don't know a specific title that you're looking for, you can use this Explore option on the top right side, and you'll be able to choose some different options. Maybe you can search by subject. Maybe you're looking for a fantasy book, and we'll automatically have some options pop up that might be a good match for you. If you wanted to narrow it down further, if none of these are jumping out at you right away, you can simply click on the option above that best matches what you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for a young adult fiction fantasy. And now our options are narrowed down to match what you're looking for even further. These titles are looking like a good match for something you'd like to read, but you're actually looking for more of an audiobook and you're only seeing a couple of options coming up right away. You can click on the Refine option at the top right, and it does give you the option to select your format, and you can say that you're looking specifically for audiobooks. And now, again, our choices are narrowed down to be just audiobooks in the fantasy young adult fiction section. Once you are in the app and you have played around a little bit with how to do your different searches, narrowing down your preferences, you're really going to find it's pretty easy to use. But if you do have any questions or any concerns, if you're having any difficulties, always feel free to reach out to us at the library, and we can certainly help you out at any time. Now, this is how your Libby app is going to look on your smartphone or your tablet. You'll still see your home screen looking the same with the option to see your magazines at the top, the what's new, what's popular, what's available, and the general recommendations on the bottom. If you do click on the shelf option on the bottom right, you'll be brought to your shelf where you can still see your loans, your holds, and manage your existing holds. Now from your shelf, you can also click on loans to see what books you do already have out. In my case, I don't have any right now. By clicking back on the library, we are brought back to our home page, and we can scroll to the top, change our preferences just like we did in the online version. We'll see the same exact options. We can also see the same explore and the same search for a book option. Now if I'm going to search for The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and we'll see the results come up, and I can request the audiobook. And now we'll see it's on my holds list. Now by clicking back on library, we're back to our home screen again. Now you can always contact us at the library if you do have any questions, or by clicking on the small Libby logo at the top right, you can also access the Libby help. Take the time to explore the Libby app, click around and practicing on holds and returns. I think you'll find that it's really easy to use, and there's some great books waiting to be read.